I have homework to do and I'm procrastinating, so I thought, why not make a YouTube video whilst everyone has been waiting for like months on my like spiritual theme. And most people wanted to know about my like morning and nightly spiritual routines, but I'm a student so it's very messy at the moment, and I'll probably do that video during summer when I have a lot more free time. So for now, I thought, why don't I do the second most asked video, which was spirits and spirit guides. So I'm just saying what I have learned from other people that have been saying it to me, if that makes sense. They're not necessarily teachers, like spiritual teachers. A lot of them are just spiritual people. So, you know, nothing is, I don't know, I guess it's factual, but it's also kind of up for interpretation the majority of the time. A lot of things with spirituality, but anyways, that's a story for another time. Spirits. So when people hear that word, they think ghost. Spirits is more like the spirit of a soul. It doesn't often have a physical ghost figure, if that makes sense. And the reason this is like a spiritual thing is because of spirit guides. Now, this is not religion and religion and spirituality are different in many ways, and they're similar in many ways. They're similar because you have a belief in a higher power, but they're different in more ways because religion is a enforced kind of worship, whereas you don't, in spirituality, at least I don't worship a higher being. I just believe there is a higher being and I am my higher self, and it's all down to what you believe, I guess, because nothing is factual apart from science, and there's a lot of science behind spirituality with I wouldn't say necessarily like spirit guides and stuff. This is more so like a spiritual fact, but there's a lot of science behind manifestation, law of attraction, which is like my favorite thing about the spirituality, and that is another video that I'm excited to make. But I personally kind of believe in spirit guides. I think spirits exist. I've always thought spirits existed. I didn't ever doubt that, really. I don't know, I think it's just not from what people have said, but more so kind of personal experience, and then like a lot of my friends' experiences, and then if you like look up these spiritual teachers and their experiences, and it's just kind of cool. It's not something I would die by, if that makes sense. So what is a spirit guide? This is what I have been taught, so I don't know if this is incorrect. However, when you were born, you were apparently born into the world with around 5 spirit guides. Everyone has several in order to help them with different things. We as spiritual people, if you are, have, and even if you're not, we have paths. So the path you take with career and love and, you know, for yourself, the way you live, like those kind of stuff, you know, those themes. So we have spirit guides that allow us to receive guidance on those paths. Here's the thing, whenever I talk about the spirituality and the universe and things like that, people often say, okay, so you get signs and things like that and whatnot. Are you the one? Is that what you're saying? And that is so far from what any spiritual person is saying. People often question how everyone who is spiritual can receive signs or miracles, or religious people as well. Here's how. Spirit guides. They are individual to us. They can come, they can go, you can ask for new ones. That's part of like manifestation, law of attraction kind of thing. Kind of, not really, a little bit. And each one is not designed, but like they're obviously not alive, but they're there for you to guide you and just you. So when you ask for a sign, when you do law of attraction, speaking into existence, manifestation, all of this happens because your spirit guides are showing you those signs. It's not just the universe. The universe plays a part in absolutely everything, but your spirit guides are the reasons why you get individual signs, individual like manifestations. That's a belief. So take what you will with it. Spirits in general, I've had now it's a music meditation. I don't really know what's going on, I'm just letting it play. I've had several experiences that are sick. In my opinion, I love it. It's creepy, but so what? The other belief in spirituality, when it comes down to spirit guides and receiving signs and things like that, is that it's your higher self. Now, I know your higher self doesn't have anything to do with spirit guides really, except, and I will explain what a higher self is, except that some people believe it is your higher self giving you those signs, and some people believe it is spirit guides, and some people believe it's just the universe. So the universe bit is kind of self-explanatory. I just explained the spirit guides, and I'm going to explain higher self. So also this is for people who are interested in spirituality and don't really have an idea what's going on, because I'm spiritual, and when I post that on my Instagram, people are probably, I assumed this, and then when I asked it, people were like, yeah, are very confused because I don't go into context or detail about what I believe and what things mean, because the terminology is very confusing sometimes. If you don't know what it means, you're kind of like, what's going on? And it was like that for me when I started to become really spiritual last August. I've always believed in signs ever since I was 12, so probably before that. I just don't really have much recollection of my childhood, which is sad, but anyways. Higher self, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so your higher self is you from the future, in simple, and it sounds insane when you first hear it. Believe me, I know, but your higher self is almost like your subconscious back of your brain that knows more than your conscious brain does, and it's like the future you. So you literally from however into the future, God, I don't know, just 5 years, 5 months, it doesn't really matter. It depends what you're asking for, sign-wise, manifestation-wise. Your higher self is believed to send you signs when you ask for them, as well as if you manifest something, they can give you what they wish to give you in terms of what is right for you. So everything is in your benefit because it is from you. Whereas with spirit guides, everything is with benefit because it's from spirit guides that have been assigned to you from birth, or however along your ages, your journeys and things like that, and your paths and stuff. It is still confusing. Even hearing myself speak it out loud is a bit like, am I being clear enough? There's Google if half of it doesn't make any sense. Also, spiritual YouTubers I highly, highly, highly recommend that aren't just tarot readers. The Gem Goddess. She is brilliant. Everything she teaches is crazy, and I got the majority of my knowledge from her. She explains it so much better than me. She's been spiritual from birth because her mother was spiritual, whereas for me it's still new, so well, not new, but you know what I mean. So it's still a bit fresh and hard to explain, but I just wanted to make it a bit clearer when I say these terminologies, and people were intrigued. I mean, I get signs every day, because I ask almost every night for something to do with situations going on in my life. So I have like the largest file on my notes app. It just says signs. You can just scroll through it and it just goes on forever and it just doesn't stop, because I log everything. I take pictures of my signs. It's kind of crazy. In retrospect, other YouTubers I recommend that aren't just tarot readers. Ooh. There's Lior. I think she has a surname. I can't remember her surname. I'll put it below. Lior. She is really soft-spoken and very explanatory in these subjects. She knows what she's talking about. And right, okay, this is possibly not my favorite, but one of my favorites. My favorite is Gem Goddess. Her vibes are just off the charts. But Joseph Ally. So with Joseph Ally, he is purely about manifestation. He doesn't speak about spirit guides and things like that. I don't think he actually believes in spirits and spirit guides. And so I want to explain that from August, for me, I believed in everything strongly that is spoken about within the spiritual community. However, after finding out Joseph Ally, there is a lot on YouTube in general about spirituality that is false information. So everything that I've said today is not fact. It's kind of up to you to believe. The same with religion and things like that. People have experiences. I've had experiences from when I was young that made me believe in these things. And therefore, I guess for me it's fact. I guess it just depends on your experiences. However, one thing I will say is pure fact is law of attraction. Law of attraction is one of the most powerful things ever. Proven to be real in so many cases, and personally for me has been crazy. And it seems simple, and it is, and it isn't, and it's everything is not set in stone. It doesn't have a Bible. We don't have people we pray to, unless you pray to the universe or your spirit guides or your higher self, I guess. So it's just up to you what you believe in, and just as long as you're not harming anybody, there you go. So this was just a video for me to explain when I say spirit guides on my Instagram, when I say higher self, things like that, this is what I mean. For me, I believe 50-50. Law of attraction is definitely a large part of spirituality, but it can also sometimes contradict things that the spiritual community on YouTube say about things like spirit guides, which is just too complicated to get into, how they contradict each other sometimes. So I believe 50-50 in everything Joseph Ally says. He speaks about techniques with manifestation, which I will do a video on, and how to test it to see if it will work. And it worked the next day. So 50, I'm kind of like 60, 70, maybe like 65% that way, and then 35% spirit guides, higher self kind of thing. It depends. My experiences range. It always will. We're human. Things change. Things are strange. That rhymed. Didn't mean to, but spitting bars. That was disgusting. Oh my god. So, hope you had a lovely educational time with me. understanding about why I use certain terminologies. And if you are interested in it, feel free to DM me. I will go into more depth one-on-one if you wish me to. And if you want some better information, I'll link below Gem Goddess, Joseph Ally, and what did I say? Leo. So, go check those people out, they're great. Have an amazing day.